Welcome everyone. First part of our meeting is going to be a recognition of our student athletes. Yeah, we've got a few recognitions this evening. We appreciate everybody coming out a little bit early tonight because we do have staff recognitions and student recognitions. And first of all, congratulations, class of 2024. Those of you who showed up tonight, Friday, you didn't have to be here. We appreciate you being here. All our other students, specifically at the high school, we appreciate you still coming, although we know many of you have already checked out this school year. So we do appreciate you being here. One of the great things about this time of the year is we get to celebrate a lot of the accomplishments throughout the year. And tonight we get the opportunity to recognize first up our exemplary ESOL student and teacher. I'd like to ask Dr. Michelle Cantrell, our Assistant Director of Federal Programs, and Ms. Carrie Gary, who is our International Students Coordinator, to come up as we recognize both our students and our teachers.
Good evening. I would like to recognize tonight Mrs. Karen McCusker, who is the exemplary ESOL teacher for Gainesville City Schools. Karen has been a teacher in Gainesville City for the past 10 years. She makes a positive impact on our community, her school, and the lives of English learners through her outstanding professionalism and leadership and in ESOL department at Fair Street. Because of her leadership and the collective effort of the Fair Street teachers, staff, administration, last year, Fair Street English learners made exceptional growth on the Access test, as calculated by the Georgia Department of Education. 100% of their English learners made progress towards English language proficiency. Over 60% of their students made high or typical growth. And on the grade level that Mrs. McCusker supported, 75% of the students in that grade level made high growth on the Access test, which is by far the highest growth across all elementary schools at one grade level. So this is unusually outstanding data. Congratulations to the team at Fair Street, and thank you, Mrs. McCusker, for your leadership in this area. We want to recognize you. So Karen McCusker, can please come forward if she's here.
I'm Karen Gary, and I would like to introduce Risa Salazar. Risa, can you come forward, please? Risa has been chosen as our exemplary English learner for the whole school district. And Risa has only been here 3 years in schools of the United States. She has accomplished so many amazing feats. She is exemplary in so many ways. She has had a 4.0 grade point average the entire time at Gainesville High School. She's just graduated, so that's awesome. She enrolled herself in the dual enrollment programs this past summer, which, most of us are on vacation. She was in dual enrollment, and she has earned her nursing assistant certification. Yes, so it's just amazing what she's done. She has been a peer mentor to students in her classroom. In addition to the classroom, helping kids with language and academics, Risa goes out into the community through Gainesville Reading, I believe, program. She tutors elementary students in reading, literacy, and helping build those skills. So that's just, again, amazing and stellar. She is in extracurricular activities. She's a member of the STOMP Club, which is students taking ownership for modeling positivity. She's a member of the Environmental Science Club. She's also a National Honor Society member. So Risa has just been an amazing role model for our school. She is motivated, kind, compassionate, and an admirable student who truly deserves this recognition. Also, she's going to UNT in the fall. So I have no doubt that she will succeed and she will do us proud, and she will do amazing. So thank you so much.
Each year, we have the opportunity to recognize a star student and a star teacher in Gainesville City Schools. What that means is that in one city, the SAT, the highest score, then goes on to compete with other students in the city, which means they compete against Lakeview and Riverside. And then from there, they go on to compete regionally across the state. So tonight, we get to recognize our star student and our star teacher. Mr. Joseph Alvarez is here. Would you please come forward? You're the one teacher who has held the star teacher hostage for the 6 out of the last 7 years, Dr. Tom Carnott. If you would please raise your hand. Joseph, you'll come on around and just kind of tell everybody what you're doing next in life. No pressure.
Hello, everyone. So I think you guys all know we all graduated from Gainesville High School last Friday. I'm going on to study at MIT for a bachelor's in aerospace engineering. So,
Dr. Carnott, would you like to say a couple of brief words?
Lucky that I didn't plan on that, but yeah, Joseph is a great student. He did everything that you imagine that a student in the high school can do. He did geometric math and all of that. He's great. I wish you good luck. Thank you.
And now I'd like to call up Ms. Drew and Mr. C.J. Wilder as we recognize, as we recognize our governor's honors finalists.
Thank you, Dr. Williams, members of the board. The Governor's Honors Program is a 4-week intensive academic program sponsored by the Department of Education. It's been around for roughly 60 years. Even old administrators such as myself had the opportunity to attend. Kudos to Mr. Alvarez going to MIT. He was our GHS student who attended last year. And this year, we'd like to recognize Ms. Drew. She'll come up with her student, Luciano Perez, who has been selected as a finalist this year and will be attending the 4-week program at Georgia Southern University in the area of Chinese. We'll let Ms. Drew tell you a little bit about Benny and his academic promise in Chinese.
Benny is very, very good student, and he usually does not admit it. And so he always thinks he's not good enough, and he's very humble, but he is outstanding. So he's very motivated, and you can expect him to do everything you ask him to do. Besides that, he always helps other people around him. And you always can hear him say encouraging words to his peers. And he is a model and a role model for many of the peers or the classmates, and including his cousin who is here also, and who always is following him. And but anyhow, so. Ben, congratulations.
今年夏天去4个星期，你会想家吗
Are you gonna miss home after 4 weeks, during this 4 weeks?
Wait.
会。你爸爸妈妈、兄弟姐妹也会想你吗？
是的，我妈妈和兄弟姐妹
要期许的多吗？
太好了，太好了。Yeah, so hope you have a very good summer. Oh, sorry.
The good news is y'all couldn't say anything, we'll hear just a nod, smile. Thank you, Mr. Drew, congratulations. I'd like to recognize Madame Pinelli, if she would please come forward as we recognize the UNG Modern Language Day Award recipients.
Hi, I'm Stacy Finelli, and I'm here to represent the World Language Department at Gainesville High School. I would first like to thank our board members, our administration, and also the community members for supporting our program at Gainesville High School. We currently offer French, Spanish, and Chinese, and I'm always boasting to other area local schools about our program and the fact that our board has supported us in continuing our languages and not cutting them. So I appreciate all of the support. In April, we had 34 Chinese, French, and Spanish students who were selected to attend the 47th Annual Modern Language Day at the University of North Georgia in Dahlonega. Gainesville High School traditionally blows away the competition. I will say that out of pride. And as always, we did so again. But I will say one of the best things that happened that day is I was eating lunch. We allowed the students a little time after the program to walk around in Dahlonega on the square and have lunch for about an hour. And so I was eating with a couple of the other teachers who attended. And the gentleman who owned the restaurant came out and asked if some of the students belong to us. And I said, yes, sir. And he said, these are the most well-behaved students I've had in my restaurant, and I've been here 20 years. So that in itself is more important than any of the awards we're about to talk about. So we had placements in every category. We had an overall exhibit winner out of 150 plus exhibits, and the first place art winner, which is always a tough competition. So I'm going to call these students up, and I asked them to bring their project, Dr. Williams, so I hope that's okay. For art, we had first place Claire Gaddy in Spanish. If you don't mind, if you hold your applause until I call them all, let that probably speak things wrong. Thank you. So then in alternate art, we had honorable mention Valeria Lopez for French. In crafts, we had honorable mention Leslie Rebolledo Leon and Estrella Landeros for Chinese. For models, we swept the models competition, and you're going to see why. Models, we had first place Jalen Isidro for French. Second place, Jaden Goldsmith in Spanish. Third place, Samuel Olvera in French. Honorable mention, Tran Nguyen in Chinese. And then Nayland, who's up here, right here with the Eiffel Tower. She was the first place winner for all exhibits, 150 plus all categories. She also was the blue ribbon winner. So we're just very proud of all of these students. They really showed up and showed out. And thank you for recognizing them tonight. Thank you.
For our last student recognition this evening, I'd like to call up Gainesville Athletic Director Adam Lindsay. He's going to be calling up our teams and coaches that won region this 23-24 school year. Last year, we purchased these tokens or coins. On one side, the Gainesville City School System Red Elephants, on the back side, Go Big Red Region Champions established 1892.
Thank you very much for this opportunity to recognize our region champions. We had quite a few. I'm going to call on Mr. Richard Corbett, the cross-country team, to come up first. If you can go ahead and start making your way up. As they're making their way, you'll used to seeing this group up here, as this is the second year in a row that they will have won back-to-back boys and girls region championships, both varsity and JV.
Yeah, I just want to introduce this whole group here. Appreciate them all coming. Connor Profit in cross country was our region champ, individually finished 8th or 9th in state meets. Not sure if you remember that. Post Beth Graciano. Connor's a senior going to Utah State and next year. Yeah. Logan Jordan here. April Marupos, who is signed running University of Texas El Paso, real proud of her. See, they keep switching. Vanessa Torres, Ariana Portos, Josie Broski, Joshua Hernandez, Victoria Hine, and Henshaw, and Jair Castaneda. Really proud of this group. The girls team finished 5th at the state meets, and the boys finished 7th at the state meets. So really good season. Thank you.
Continuing with our fall sports, I'd like to invite Coach Midlet, his staff, and the president. Come on up. As they are making their way, certainly want to congratulate this group on back-to-back undefeated in regular seasons, therefore back-to-back region champions.
Hey, you guys come kneel in the front. Y'all like the meeting in front. Stay in the back.
I appreciate all these guys coming. This is a extremely special group of players and staff. So I can't say enough about them. I can't say enough about the seniors in this class. 2 back-to-back undefeated seasons, 2 back-to-back region championships, multiple guys on our all-region team. So it's a very talented group. They've set the expectation for the next group and the legacy that we left behind. I'm proud of this group, proud of this team, proud of the last 2 years, but most of all this year, because when you come back from an undefeated season and then you come back from a region championship, then it's not always easy to try to repeat it. And, these guys didn't worry about repeating, they worried about trying to do their best version of themselves, and I'm proud of that, and to God be the glory. I appreciate these guys and what they stand for, so give them a big round of applause. Thank you. Can you get everybody?
My kids teased me last year.
Yeah, hey guys, we're going straight to the back. Grab your phones.
Next, moving to our winter sports, like to invite, Coach Roberto Rivera and Coach Tommy Turner, and the girls area wrestling champions up front, please. This is a historic, group for us. This is, Gainesville High School's very first girls area wrestling championship.
Tracy, can you come up, please?
Yeah, good evening. So I'm Coach Rivera. I can't see me. I'm a little, some short like this, but, it's been a pleasure for me to be, the wrestling coach at Gainesville High for the last 5 years. And, I know I'm only supposed to take some seconds, but I'm gonna go ahead and take a few minutes to recognize the young ladies for all the work they've done over the last 7 years. So it is only supposed to be about region championships, but I'm gonna give an overview of what's happened over the last 2 seasons. So, what they've accomplished over the last 8 months have been short of remarkable, especially for the sport of wrestling. They had no idea, I guarantee they had no idea what they were getting themselves into. All of these young ladies are either first year or second year wrestlers. The training that is involved to prepare for a possible 6-minute match is brutal if you have not experienced the sport of wrestling. And a 2-hour plus wrestling practice. How did we get to this? So in the 22-23 season, GHSA sanctioned a team region championship and also a state championship for our ladies. They were understanding that over the state of Georgia, they were just getting thousands of girls that were participating in the sport of wrestling. And prior to last year, the only thing they could do is individually earn a place at the state championship, individually. During the 22 and 23 school year wrestling season, we started off with 12 to 14 girls. And they took first place at numerous team tournaments. We did not fill all 14 weight classes. Most of the tournaments we filled were 10 out of the 14. We were 1 match short of the state championships and took 3rd overall at the region championships. We also had 2 individual region champions during the 22-23 school year. At the state tournament, we placed top 15 out of all classifications, 105 teams representing the state of Georgia. Now, the season was over. We had about 95% of our girls returning. At that time, we knew, based on the talent we had in the room, we knew we had an opportunity to possibly compete for region championship, state championship. We went all out. So during the 23-24 season, we were able to fill all 14 weight classes and also have a B team. We had up to 25 girls participating in the sport. We won almost every season tournament that we took part in, and in the ones that we didn't win, we were either runner-up or took third. They won their first ever girls' home duel in school history. We won 2 separate region championships, the dual as well as the traditional. We took third at the state duals championships against all established girls programs and only lost to the eventual state champion by 3 points. We had our first individual state placements. Emily Mejia Martinez. Raise your hand. And Lindsay Soto. So I give up for you. Then we had our first ever state finalist. Lindsay Soto as well with the state runner. We had an unfortunate situation at the end of the season where 3 of our young ladies that we had hoped would participate at the state tournament were injured. So we went in short man at the state tournament, individual state tournament. Even with that, we were able to take 6 overall at the state girls championship with 109 teams represented. Let's pick up with these numbers. Thank you.
One thing I'll mention as these young ladies are taking the seat, if you're not familiar with girls wrestling, it is literally the fastest growing sport in the state of Georgia. And one more thing about this group, we had 3 young ladies out of this group sign athletic scholarship to go wrestle in college. So it's super exciting. Next one. Those standing in the back, there are plenty of seats up front if you want to come make a walk up front. As we move to the spring season, I want to invite Coach Kelly Smith to come up and the boys tennis team for their region championship.
I'm very proud of these boys. We were missing a few of the teammates. They're out of town, but they are second region champs for our region, and they did very well this season. We went second round of the state, and they did a fantastic job.
Oh, my bad.
Next, I'd like to invite back up Richard Corbett and Coach Deion Williams and the girls track team.
Hi, Dion.
Congratulations to all of us, region championships. Extremely proud of these young ladies, for winning back-to-back region championships for the second year in a row. Definitely been a lot of hard work and dedication. Appreciate the coaches, Coach Porter, Coach Mathis, Coach Malone, and Coach Lawson, and also Coach Lawson. I'll name, the girls on the sprint side right now. Krista Gibbons, Bria Gibbons, Kaylin Rucker, Shanice Newton, Molly Williams, Sincere Cleveland, Sanaya Williams, Alyssa Morrow, Yuretsi Camacho, and Gabby Madell. Proud of you ladies. I'm gonna go ahead and reintroduce some of the girls, that are on this team that also are my cross country teams. I've already met them. If you girls will hold up your hands, that'd be great. Elizabeth Rossiano. She was an individual region champ. Also, Ariane Boyos, Victoria Hahn, Vanessa Torres, and Josie Ross. Appreciate all those girls and all these guys.
Let's get a quick photo before everybody ends up.
Just real quickly, this wasn't, part of the region champions, because it wasn't completed at the time that this was printed. But we do want to recognize, two groups, and one individual. We did have a couple of people walk away from the state track meet with state championships. I'd like to invite, Connor Profit and Connor Logan and in the 4x8 state championship team.
Appreciate the opportunity to recognize this group. It was just about a week ago on Saturday in Rome. We started out the day with the 4x800 state championship. We missed a couple, got Logan Jordan, Connor Profit, and we missed John Valero and Noah Peters. They not only won the state championship with 4x800, but they set the state record for the classification. I'll finish up. As the day went on, we ended up with Connor Profit also winning the state title. It was his fourth event, his fifth race of the weekend. He finished in the top 8 in the 3,200 on Thursday, in the top 8 with the school record in the 1,600 on Friday, qualified for the state championship in the 800 in the prelims on Friday, looked up on Saturday, set a state record, the school record, state title 4x800. And then later in the day, went out and won the state championship in the Open 800. So quite a weekend with Connor.
All right, that does end our, student recognition part of the program. If you're a parent or a student, if you'd like to leave now, it would be a good time. We'll take 3 minutes before we start. Thank you. Again, first item on the agenda is the presentation of the colors by the Gainesville High NJR PC Brooklyn Drive.
Forward. March. Bar time. March. Color guard. Hold. Present. Colors.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Carry. Colors. Ready. Cut. Bar time. March. Forward. March. Bar time. March. Color guard. Halt. Order. Colors. Ready. Cut.
All right, cadets, if you would tell us your name, which class you will be in the fall, or if you're graduating, and what your plans are for after the school's over when you graduate.
Good evening. I am Cadet Lieutenant Noemi Proctor. My vision after high school would be studying in criminal justice.
Good evening, I'm Cadet Lieutenant Diana Hernandez. I'm an uprising senior in Gainesville High School. My ambitions after I graduate from high school is to go to college and to study HVAC.
Good evening. I'm Cadet Lieutenant Commander Minor Velasquez Tercero. I am currently a junior and will be a senior in the fall. My ambitions after high school is to go to college and major in the criminal justice pathway.
Good evening, I am Cadet Benson Nelly Rodriguez. I will be a sophomore in the fall, and my ambitions after graduation are to go to college and study treatment.
Good evening. I'm Cadet Chief Petty Officer King Nguyen. I'm a junior in Gainesville High School. My ambition after graduation is to major in engineering.
All right, let's get the cadets counted. Every year we have the opportunity to recognize our heroes of the hurt. And every school, if you notice, every time that they come up, we do a classified and certified recognition at each school level. Tonight, we get to recognize a certified and classified district person. And our process is pretty extensive. Ms. Lizette, every month goes through and sends out emails to the staff and the principals, and they get that information back, and they go through and determine who's going to be our recipient. And tonight, we get to do a little surprise. Ms. Lizette, please join us. Well, if you get to let me tell you what some of the people in the district office and principal had to say about this. Lizette is generous, eager to assist, and kind to everyone she meets. She has empathy for her families, and it shows in everything she does. She is a selfless wealth of knowledge and experience for support. Professionalism and respect for position are of utmost importance to her. I did not write that. Always willing to assist and make you feel welcome, takes ownership, dependable, eager to adapt and accommodate, persistent, but with a kind approach. Serves with a smile, dedicated, breath of fresh air, humble, organized, patient, flexible, responsible, diligent, compassionate, master of multitasking, queen of the fall. Ms. Lizette, it is hard to keep a secret from you, and you know how much I hate secrets at this time. If you look out in the crowd, you actually see some of your family here as well. So, family, if you don't believe in connection up here, the picture of what you want to go. Congratulations. Certified, this evening is a stranger to none of us over the last 6 years, has led Gainesville High School, and has been just a true friend of mine, and I've been able to watch him grow. So, Mr. Green, you can join us up here at the front to say a few words about you. So, Mr. Green, sending this out and getting some words of who you are. I know over the last 6 years, you've been through a lot at Gainesville High School. From coming in and a year after coming in, we had COVID. You really didn't have your first real year, probably until the last school year. All the construction that went on, about $75 million worth of campus, and now you decided to go to Brazil. And I also understand they got some construction coming up.
That's right.
I don't know if Carolina can travel. But here's a few things, as people said about Mr. Green. Jamie Green is insightful, passionate about the staff and the students he serves, while holding himself to the highest of expectations. Builds positive relationships with students, His resilient love, care, and safety for his students are always his top priorities. Passionate about student well-being and not just the academics. He's a visionary. He's a compassionate motivator and advocate for students, an effective communicator, understands the bigger picture. He's invested, influential, inspiring, authentic, well-respected, and Mr. Green is definitely a true red belt. Mr. Green, we have a gift for you this evening on behalf of myself and the board. Had something done, if you would please open this, and then, some of your last words to our community, I want you to read what is on this.
My kids were my brothers.
We're going to Brazil sometimes, we know it's gonna be hard to carry a lot of stuff with you, but we'll give you a little bit of, that carries us with you, if you will. Please read to everybody what is on that painting, this, Wendy Huerta from Gainesville High School painted this, from Mr. Green, and we're going to give it to him tonight. These are some of my favorite words Mr. Green said at the end of every school year. Mr. Green, the last microphone here is yours.
And I stand by this, I believe it's true. There are two types of people in this world, red elephants and those who wish to go.
We can get his name if you want to set your and pick this up.
All dressed in blue.
I'm Mr. William, don't smile big.
Thank you.
Wait, one more.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you.
The vote was that, and Mr. Green, thank y'all so very much. Like a brother, like a sister, and sometimes like a mom that tells me what I should and shouldn't do. Appreciate both of you more than you'll ever know. This time, I would like to recognize our Deputy Superintendent, Ms. Priscilla Collins, as she comes up and we recognize our retirees. The principals as your school, you please join us as we can hand out these gifts.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is with great pleasure that we recognize the Gainesville City School System retirees today. Many of them started their careers with us, while some of them transferred to us from other districts or even other careers. Together, they represent 547 years of service at the Gainesville City School District. So today, we want to take some time to say thank you for the incredible service that you provided to thousands of students and hundreds of families whose lives will be forever changed in a positive way because of you. We would like to also extend our sincerest gratitude to your families, the many husbands, wives, children, and grandchildren for their sacrifices, because we know that at times you may have been MIA or missing in action to do the countless hours that you gave to us, the Gainesville City School family. So on behalf of a grateful school district, we salute you and we thank you for being a part of the Red Elephant story. So as I call your schools, principals, if you will come up to join them. So we'll start with Centennial Arts Academy. So Dr. Jefferson, if you'll come up. And first up, we have Ms. Jordan Provost. So Jordan, if you will come up if you are here. We also have Ms. Susan Little. Patricia Valentine. Lee Wallace. Thank you, ladies, you are now officially a retired cadet.
Thank you, thank you.
One of the things we started doing a few years ago was give all retirees a retired red elephant shirt. Thanks, we're retired, highlights the word red. It's all of our retirees from the last couple of years there. Ladies, look forward to seeing you. Well, you're probably going to the grocery store when we're in school. Running your errands, going on vacation when the kids are still in school. So ladies, good join us.
Substitute teaching for.
And Dr. Rose, if you would join us up so that we can all. And show Fair Street, if you, Ms. Colfax, if you will come up. And from Fair Street, we have Ms. Marie Denty, Ms. Tammy Whitcomb. You are now officially the time of the government. Then Ms. Boatwright, if you will join us at the front. And for your retired relatives, we have Ms. Maria McConnell, Ms. Catherine Smith, Ms. Cynthia Syson, and Ms. Betty Waller. You are now officially retired relatives.
So I don't have to go to work tomorrow? Yes, you do. Well, you said I was officially
Did you
retired.
go to work today?
That's a question. That's questionable.
Ladies, y'all come this way.
That's fine. She got that. It's hard. It'll be a minute. Oh. She said I could. Okay. Okay.
All right, and Dr. Murphy, if you will come up for my detail. I think she won the prize. She had a little product. So we have Ms. Lola Davis, Ms. Sally Domino, Mr. Louis Frazier, Ms. Noelia Lopez, Ms. Julia Hamilton, Ms. Kathleen Hugenhardt, and Ms. Deborah McCarthy.
One, two, three. And guess what, all of you will join us from New College. We have from New College, Miss Natalie Niles and Miss Dolores White.
Congratulations.
You will join us for Gainesville Middle School East. And retiring from Gainesville Middle School East, Mr. Jim Bradley, I think he did both schools.
Yes, ma'am.
From Jim Bradley and Lucy Lee. Or officially retired.
I don't know how I'm gonna get my honey do this done at work.
And Mr. Mayor, I think we had one that retired earlier in the year, Miss Marlene Springston.
She's here.
Miss Marlene Springston.
I'm just grateful you are officially retired.
Thank you so much.
Green is one of your final, last duties. If you could join us at Gainesville High School, where we have the following retirees: Ms. Patty Anderson, Ms. Phyllis Nance, Mr. David McConnell,
We'll put the ugly guys on the edge. Me and him, me and him, me and him.
We have one retiree from our maintenance and operations department. I don't think he's here tonight, but it is Mr. Billy Craig, so we don't want to not recognize him for his service.
Our final recognition thing, before we get to that, I would like to, be sure to ask Ms. Beth Nightingale, if he would make sure that Jim's honeydew list is extremely long. I hope the last 3 years since you retired, that list has continued to grow. Our last recognition this evening is for our finance department. I'd like to ask our CFO, Ms. Kathy Bethel, and our assistant director, Ms. Katrina Green, there, please join us for just a moment. So I have the pleasure that Ms. Bethel was one of my first promotions when I came here 7 years ago. And since that time, we've gotten to know each other really, really well. And what's great is now we can celebrate 5 straight years of award of distinction for excellent financial reporting. Ms. Bethel, Katrina, and the rest of your team, good to be here with us this evening. So proud of this. 5 hopefully will become 6 before too long. Congratulations. We have any board nominations? I was going to say publicly on behalf of the board, I was going to thank Ken Green, but I guess he's got short time disease. He's for all our retirees and our heroes of the herd, this is a good time to leave. If you want to, your friends and family. Thank you.
Don't worry about it. Yeah.
Deal, Levi, good, good, good. We do have a citizen comment, item on the agenda. Subject is enrollment verification, Dr. Bill Morrison, Denver graduate. Voting, Dr. Morrison, just as you do, you come, please come to the podium. Just a reminder that we do limit the, comments to 3 minutes, and, we cannot promise you that we'll get back to you tonight, but we'll get back with you, with an answer. Thank you for letting me come here. Thank you, Chris Norholz, Mark Bennett, Andrew, Howard, Stacy. Y'all do a great job. In particular, I want to thank, Dr. Jared Williams. I've gotten to know him in the last couple of years a little bit, and he's a fantastic person. He's very knowledgeable, very personal, smart, intelligent, common sense, and knowledgeable, and he's doing a great job. Thank you so much. Just a little back while I'm here. I lived in Gainesville all my life. I went to Gainesville, graduated in 1963. I was a class officer 4 years in a row, president 1 year. And when I graduated, I got the science and athletic awards. So I relate to these athletes and the students. This is, tonight, I was really impressed with these people. Oh, wow, you know, that system is really working well, and how it always has been. And I also played in the 1961 undefeated Gainesville Athletic football team that undefeated that year, regular season, and we still hold 2 records. The last 60 years, we were ranked number 1 defense and offense. And on offense, we're number 6 in Gainesville the last 60 years. Number 1 on defense. They don't allow the opponents 2.75 points per game. So I really relate to Gainesville High School. I'm invested in it mostly financially. I've been paying taxes, city and county. I mean, the city on my office and my home for 40 years. I got a bill today, the assessment on, I've got like a $4,000 bill for my office. You know, it doesn't include my home. So I'm invested financially and mostly in the school system. I get the education. Y'all do a wonderful job of that. And I support that. And I support the athletic program. And I also support the accountability of the funds that we are giving to the school board. There needs to be accountability. That's why I'm here. My daughter and son went to Gainesville also, so I'm invested here. Y'all got my email, I think, maybe you read it, I hope you did. I wholeheartedly support the system, always have. But for several years, I've been worried, concerned about 3 particular things: immigration at our borders, which is the crisis. And I read an article about the Horizon County, that bothered me a little bit. And the murder in Athens, that girl, I didn't it was in the United States. I lived in. Those are all of them. And the article, I wonder crazy about that. The Times did not use soft words like non-native speakers, immigrants, English learners, and so forth. It never did, never probably would say, you know, mention the words illegal, undocumented, or students or parents who have broken American laws in our country with legal respect. It's fun. Why are we funding that? I don't know. And the unprecedented growth you've seen in Gainesville has caused a lot of stress on the system. We've had to build new schools. It's costing the taxpayer. So I'm asking, how can we preserve the integrity of our system going forward? I was today, I found something I couldn't believe was shocking. This is from the state of Georgia, the student enrollment rules. It says it's, and it's a lot of things, but it says it's number 3, immigrants and non-visa holders who meet age and residency requirements shall be accepted by local education agency And the local education agency shall not inquire about their legal status. Why is that? I mean, it's our taxpayer, tax money is paid, so we have a right, responsibility, to know these things. Why are we being forced by tax laws to pay some of this stuff? So I'm just calling it illegal, because that's what it is. So that's my concern. I have, couple of things. I'm for legal progress. I'm not for illegal. I'm against persons who come to this country, our city, insist we accept the culture and abuse our system. I do not like it.
Yeah, Dr. Morrison, your time is up. Okay. I think you kind of read in state code, our mandate is to educate every kid through, that comes through our door. Dr. Williams, if you don't mind, just kind of go through our registration process.
Yeah, when we have families who come to Gainesville City School System, the proof of residency, really two pieces of proof is required to enroll a student in Gainesville City Schools. A lot of that is done online. Many times families will come in for some type of assistance to, in case they have an issue with uploading documents. But you know, like you mentioned, those are questions we don't ask. So as a kid enrolled in Gainesville City Schools, they can prove they live in the city, or if they're in Kitty Bento, homeless student, which requires a different verification. We serve all students.
I get that. I just don't understand why we can't ask questions. If we're gonna pay for it, I think it's a fair question, reasonable, small question, and we should be able to answer, ask it and get an answer.
Thank you for your time. Do I have a motion to adopt the agenda?
Yes, I would make a motion that we adopt Roman numeral 6 and 7.
Got a motion by Mr. Morrow, second, got a second by Mr. Young, all those in favor? Motion carries, action item, Reverend Lackey here. Yeah, he's here. Okay. Welcome, Mr. Lackey. I think this might be your debut, from the school board. No split.
Did any advice on Mr. President before we started?
He gave us the point. Before you, we are asking for your approval of the purchase of 40 passenger special ed funds. We asked for sales and services, 147, 599.
Mr. Lackey, quick question. Is this replacing the bus that it's kind of falling out of rotation, or is this just a new that we need?
This bus will replace our oldest bus, which is 94 bus. When we currently using it, so we will roll that bus off our active. We'll use it. That's so.
30 years since we use that.
Any other questions of Mr. Lackey?
Make a motion to approve.
Got a motion by Mr. Norhall, second by Dr. Ramsey, all those in favor? Mr. Niles must not like him. So, all right, Mrs. Cuthbert. The award-winning cat.
Dr. Williams likes me.
Does that mean we should go ahead and approve this?
Bring forward you considering the approval of the district financial statements for April 2024, which is our 10th month of this program. There were no profit tax revenues this month. The city actually was ahead of time scheduling their deadlines for this final minutes for April. So expect to see some receipts in May. There are nothing. Totally what we expect this time. Good shopping here. We had excellent month of TAC revenues at 337,752.82. I expect this to be no blessing now, for that issue. Any revenue should come in from that issue that we announced the reflected here in April. So that'll bring our percent up to 100% collected. We have some other small additional revenues coming in during the summer, such as transportation revenue, the revenues that close out, we have state grants that we have. So we'll be doing that broader process. Total revenue for the month are 4.6 million, just like, and just slightly under 90.2 million year to date. The revenues are 93.66% collected every year, which is just slightly lower than the 94.2 this time. That can be easily due to time difference, so because we do report on a cash basis all year long. Our expenditures came in at 7.6 million for the month and 82.8 million year to date. That means we have expended 85.4% of our annual budget this quarter. And that's right in line with where we were last year, this time just 85%. Our ending fund balance for the month is 27.8 million. Last year's ending fund balance for April was 26.9 million. I do want to mention, as Tom mentioned all this, that we will be bringing forward budget amendments at the next year. Sponsored revenues was not federal or $1,096,085.36, which is slightly higher than last year. Still over that $1 million mark that we like. That's my report. Any questions?
Any questions? Have a motion to accept the report as presented. Motion by Dr. Randy. Second by Mr. Young. All those in favor? Motion carries. Thank you, Mr. Cousins. Next item on the agenda, the technology improvements at the Horizon Academy. Mrs. Hobson.
Good evening. I'm bringing before you tonight a request for technology items that will help with Horizon Academy as well as the downtown office. Allow us to put in place the signage, the clear touch panels that we'll need for training rooms and other conference spaces, as well as classrooms and the audio visual needs that we'll have there. Can I answer any questions?
To clarify, you don't get bids on this project, is that correct?
I'm sorry.
We don't get bids from the different vendors?
We did not need this because we are using contracted pricing for this. So that is the only reason we did not need this.
Any other questions? Motion to approve. We got a motion to approve the expenditure by Mr. Norvalls. Got a second by Mr. Young. All in favor? Motion carries. Thank you, Mrs. Dodson. All right, Dr. Williams, our strategic plan for the next 5 years. Yeah, this work has been going on since early in the school year, as all of you have participated in or well aware. We've used our principals, our directors, our officers, as well as school governance councils to give some feedback, come back and collect it, wordsmith it, let other people wordsmith it, and try to find that right fit. And so I don't really want to spend a lot of time on it tonight. It's available there for viewing. You've seen 95% of it. The strategies that are in there now, we have gone through and reviewed those a few different times. What we'll be doing is slowly rolling this out as the school year begins. What we're going to be asking our leadership to do is to find an action step that they can champion. Because sometimes when you look at a strategic plan, you may wind up having 15 different action steps and 45 different strategies. That's hard for one person to take on. We know some of our people really delve in the relationship piece of what we do, so we want them to be a part of that. We have others that really delve into the empower side, which is the instructional side, and then also the discover side. So we want people to be able to find an area that is near and dear to their hearts, so they can help lead that one across the district, but also across the schools and the community. So tonight is the final version of the 24 through 29 strategic plan for Gainesville City Schools. The big motto and the shift a little bit is we have, while we still include One Gainesville and we still include Inspire, Nurture, Challenge, Prepare in our mission statement, it's really go be ready.
And the R stands for relate, E stands for empower, and D stands for discover. Any questions?
All right, do you have a motion to adopt a plan? A motion by Dr. Ramsey.
Second.
Got a second by Mr. Young. Any other questions? All those in favor? Motion carries. Thank you, Dr. Williams, for you and your staff, putting this together. And everybody who participated in the process. And you have any discussion? I'd like to entertain a motion to adjourn into the executive session. So, have a motion by Mr. Young. Second. Second by Mr. Morrow. All those in favor? Thank you, everyone.